Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. My name is Savannah, if any of you are new here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys and just walking you through how I edit my Instagram pictures. I've been trying for a while to work with my Instagram page to get it looking how I want it to look like and kind of like that aesthetic, clean, crisp kind of look to it. It's not like 100% right now, but I feel like I've just been really liking the way that it's been looking and how my posts look and kind of the direction of it all. So I thought, why not just sit down, have a chill, relaxing video and kind of walk you through how I like to edit my pictures in order to get exactly my look that I'm kind of going for. So I'm just gonna put on the screen right here my Instagram page for you guys to glance over and get a kind of feel of my vibe. I really like to have a theme for my highlight photos so it all looks pleasing and like put together. And then these are some of my pictures. So as you can tell, I post a lot of just like pictures of me. There's some with like friends in here, but obviously since quarantine I haven't really been able to like be with friends a lot, so it's been harder to post pictures with other people. So right now it's mostly just me, but that's not always how it is. And then I also like to post pictures of like random things. For example, I have like right here is all my favorite jewelry and gold jewelry that I've just been loving and like just random things really. I have a picture of a white couch with flowers and a coffee, and then like some of my summer favorites. Just really been trying to get my page to look very put together. I've really been liking not being like super strict with what I post and just posting really whatever I want, not caring about like likes or anything like that. Obviously all that is just like gets old after a while, caring about that stuff. So yeah, I've just been trying to post like random things here and there of not just myself. So yeah, that's just a little overview of my page. Now, the two main apps that I use to edit my photos is Color Tone and VSCO. They're my two favorite. I've used VSCO for like ever now, and then Color Tone I just started using probably like a year ago. There's this one effect on Color Tone that I just use for probably 95% of my posts. So opening up Color Tone, I have 5 photos that I picked out that I thought were like a good variety of photos that I want to edit with you guys and just walk you through all the steps. So opening up the first one is just a picture of me, just a cute little outfit that I really liked, a kind of like caught off guard picture. So first things first, I tap in the left bottom corner of the screen is a little rainbow square type thing, and it has a bunch of effects. And I really like all these effects. I feel like they're just so clean and crisp looking. My favorite one though that I use probably 95% of the time is this one over here. It's called Luna. Tap on Luna and I bring it down to around like 70 through 60. I like to bring it down to because I don't like it super affected. I don't know, I kind of like it more natural, but I do want to like brighten up the photo. So I bring it down to kind of like 60, 70 in between there depending on lighting on the photo. So then after that I go to the first little editing tool thing. I kind of just play around with all of these, nothing really too specific. It kind of just again depends on the color and really what the photo is. So for this one I'm just going to bring up the contrast, bring up the brightness a tiny bit. Saturation I don't usually play around with. Exposure I'll bring it kind of in like the middle. Yep. And then highlights I'll bring down a little bit to give myself like kind of a tanner look, and shadows I'll bring up a little bit as well to brighten it up and so there's not so much like darkness in my photos. And then next little effect I go to, the only thing I do with these is I take the temperature and I bring it down a little bit. I really like to have cooler tones in my pictures, so I like to bring that down. And then the next effect, I take the sharpen and I bring it up a little bit, usually to like 50, 60, around there. And just a little touch to make my photos more like crisp looking. And then yeah, that is all that I would do for this photo. So I'm going to show you before and after. This is before and then this is after. So you can see a huge difference. I really just brightened up the photo a ton and gave it kind of like a cool tone to it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and save that to my camera roll. So that's that photo, and the next photo I'll take is just a picture that I took a while back when I was at a lake with my friends. It's on like a white towel with a pair of denim jeans and Ray-Bans. So I'm gonna go to the effects again, and as you can see there's like a ton. I like to just kind of go through them all and see if there's one that I like more than the other, but normally I just go to that same Luna effect right here. I'll tap on that and bring it down again, because as you can see, when it's at like 100% intensity, it's just like, I don't know, I'm not a fan of the coloring, so I like to bring it down to make it more like natural looking. So I just brought this to 70. And then after that, I go to the next little editing tool thing. I'll play again with the contrast. This one I'm kind of gonna bring the contrast a little bit higher than normal because there is so much white in the photo as is because of the towel. So I want like the sunglasses and the jeans to kind of stand out a bit. Brightness I'll bring up a tad. Highlights I'll bring down. Exposure I'll bring down. Shadows I'll bring up a little bit. Temperature again I will bring down. As you guys can see, like I'm gonna put the temperature down a lot just to show you. So it's down so far right now and it's really like blue and cool tones. And then if you bring it up, it gives you kind of like warmer orangey yellowy tones, which I am not a fan of. So I'm kind of gonna put it in like the middle. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm gonna sharpen it a little bit to give it a crisp look, and that is that. So before and after, not a huge difference, but just a little bit to spice up the photo and give it a cleaner, crisp look. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Okay, next one I have is just a little selfie of me. So this is the original non-edited photo. So I'm gonna go ahead, look through all the effects, and again I'm just gonna go to the same one that I've been using. So as you guys can see, I look a little crazy with it to 100% intensity, so I'm gonna bring it down a lot. Sometimes I'll bring it down more than usual. This one I'm kind of gonna bring it down to like in its 50s, and then I'm gonna bring the contrast down, brightness up a little, highlights down, exposure down, shadows up a little. And what really makes a difference in photos like these that have like a lot of orange and warmer tones is if I put the temperature down a lot, it gives it kind of like that look that I'm going for, more of like a colder tone, even though it does have like oranges and yellows in it, and it kind of brightens up the wall as well. And I'm gonna go back and put the highlight down a little bit more just to make myself look even tanner, and then I will go ahead and bring the sharpness up, and that is all. So before and after, huge difference with this one. Really just brightens it up and makes it look a lot better than before. Moving on, I have this photo that I also took a while back. It was one of my little selfie moments in quarantine. So I'm gonna go ahead to the effects. I'm gonna go to my favorite Luna effect, tap on that. It's super affected right now, so I'm gonna bring it down to kind of like 68. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then I'll bring the contrast. I'm kind of gonna bring down in this one because I want it to look brighter. Brightness I'll kind of leave right there. And then highlights I'll bring down a tiny bit to make myself look tanner. exposure I'll leave in the middle, shadows I'll bring up, temperature I'll bring down and give it a cooler tone, and sharpen I will bring up, and boom. Literally so quick and easy. Once you find something or like a routine of editing photos that you really like and kind of like mess around with it all, it's so quick and easy, like it takes no time. So this is just my little routine that I like. So before, after, huge difference. I just am so obsessed with this filter and this app. It just has so many great filters for whatever style you're going for your Instagram. Color Tone is just the best app ever to use. I'm just in love. And yeah, I'll go ahead and save that. I'm not going to do the last one. I think you guys kind of got the idea with the last 4 photos of my editing tips and tricks that I like to use. And then for VSCO, I don't really do a whole lot of editing on VSCO, but I like to set up my profile and like all my pictures that I post on here to get kind of an idea of what it's gonna look like. And then I'll go ahead and add a photo that I might be posting or that I'm thinking of posting to kind of see what the layout is and how it looks with like all my other photos. I know that's like super weird, but if you're trying to get like a specific look for your Instagram, that is like the best thing to do to get an idea of what it looks like prior to actually posting. I know there's like a ton of apps where you can do this. I just like to use VSCO for some reason to do that. So yeah, that's what I use on VSCO. I don't really do a lot of their effects and like other little editing tools. I used to only ever use VSCO for like editing and stuff, but I've kind of branched away. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys on VSCO, just a nice little layout thing. I think this is just a great idea and a little tool to use if you're trying to get a specific look for your Instagram. Alright guys, so that is it for my video. That is pretty much all I do to edit my pictures and get the specific look that I'm looking for and kind of like play around with Instagram. It's obviously still a work in progress. I know my Instagram's not like perfect. I'm not saying that by any means, but I just thought I would share my little tips, and yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description and it's always in the description for all my other videos. So make sure to go ahead and do that, and I will see you all in my next video.